What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Mello with Marty's Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet. And in today's video, we'll be talking about a new GMC Jimmy. But not just any GMC Jimmy, a GMC Jimmy AT4X. If you're new to the channel, or maybe you're just coming back for more, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I upload fresh General Motors related news and content every single week. So if that's something that you're into, be sure to tune in and let's get into it. All right, so today we're talking GMC Jimmy. I think most of you probably remember the Jimmy, right? I mean, how could you forget? The Jimmy was GMC's corporate twin to the Blazer, and it was actually introduced to us back in 1970. The GMC Jimmy and Chevy Blazer were both wildly popular models from General Motors. After all, who doesn't love a removable hardtop two-door SUV? I mean, really. If you don't, you're wrong, but let's just continue. Now, some of you may recall that as we were heading into 2019 and rumors began circulating about the resurrection of the Chevy Blazer, many people thought, myself included, that we would also see the Jimmy nameplate make a comeback. You know, we were all eagerly awaiting General Motors to finally drop a Wrangler competitor on us. After all, it was well overdue. And I think we all know that it would sell like hotcakes. I mean, let's be real for a second. Unfortunately, as we know, that's not what happened. Instead of a Wrangler competitor, what we got was another crossover SUV that really nobody asked for, nobody wanted. Not to say that the Blazer isn't a nice SUV, because it is, but there's just no shortage of crossovers and SUVs in today's market, and being saturated might just be an understatement. Now, the very first Would You Buy One video that I created on this channel was this one here, talking about a new full-size Chevy Blazer, and I got quite a bit of attention. So it's pretty obvious that customers want something like this from General Motors, but as of now, it just doesn't seem like GM really cares. Thankfully for us, however, the guys over at Flat Out Autos actually teamed up with my good friend Oscar Vargas to design their next project. A few days ago, Flat Out Autos made this post saying, quote, "We have a new project in the works. How about a brand new 2022 two-door removable roof K5 style modern truck? We will also be offering in the retro K5 Blazer styling as well." Huge thank you to Oscar WB Artist 20 for the amazing rendering. Of course, Oscar killed this thing. We are checking all of the boxes. Two-door removable roof, tailgate, and 4x4. Gonna be a fun build. If you're interested in getting on the list, let us know. Now, for those of you who haven't heard about Flat Out Autos, they're the guys who actually started building and converting the current generation Tahoe into what they call K5 Tahoes. Basically a complete retro restyle of the Tahoe. Last year, they decided to change things up even more when they built one with a two-door configuration that they unveiled at the 2021 SEMA show. Needless to say, these guys know what they're doing. So if they say that they'll be building this thing, I believe them, and I absolutely love them for it. The more I look at this design, the more angry I am at GM that I just can't order one today from the dealership. And I can't help to think about how fun this thing would be topless. Not to mention its capability with the DSSV Multimatic suspension system, you know, front and rear lockers, lift, and an even better wheel and tire combination. There's just no doubt in my mind that Flat Out Autos is going to be very, very busy building these for their customers. And I'll be eagerly keeping an eye out on their social media platforms as they keep us updated with their progress. Now, as far as pricing goes, this level of customization and fabrication is never cheap, rightfully so. And that's because really it can't be. From what I read, the cost of the Tahoe to K5 conversion was just shy of $70,000 plus the cost of the Tahoe itself. So it might be a bit out of most people's price range, but just for a second, let's just think. What if this thing came directly from the factory? If you could go to your GM dealer today and order this thing, and it started, say, around $50,000, would you buy one? You guys already know my answer. And my hopes are that GM notices all your feedback, because I know they watch my videos. We've discussed this before. And maybe, just maybe, they'll consider making one of these things a reality one day. If you're interested in getting on the waiting list for one of these things, I'd suggest reaching out to Flat Out Autos. I'll go ahead and leave a link to their website in the description below. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you made it this far into the video, please consider smashing that like button, as it really does help me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my friends over at gmpartsdepartment.com for all your GM OEM parts needs. And I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks again, guys, and take care.